saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
The second commandment of the 10 Commandments reads, Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. I am not a pastor, preacher, priest, or rabbi. I have no degree in theology or Bible studies. But since the vast majority of theologians have seemingly missed the point of the second commandment, that tells me maybe we shouldn't put too much stock in that. Of course, most theologians and clergymen would correctly recite the fact that the second commandment forbids one from making any graven image. And for those theologians, a graven image is something like a golden calf made by the Jews while Moses was on top of Mount Sinai receiving the 10 Commandments. Of course, most would not consider golden calf idol worship a likely scenario in today's society, and so the second commandment is generally ignored for practical and spiritual consideration. But the Hebrew word for graven image simply means an idol. Some will say, for example, that wealth, jobs, and material items can become graven images, and there's some truth there. But I also think it misses the point. So let me show you what I think the modern graven image is, and why I think this commandment is so important. Maybe the golden globe is too obvious. Golden calf, golden globe, what do you think? In my opinion, this phony globe is the graven image of the modern world. In fact, it seems that NASA's sole purpose is to make graven images and false likenesses of things in the heaven above and the earth beneath. And nearly everyone follows along, loves it, and worships it. This image is the foundation of today's pseudoscience. It represents the Big Bang and the heliocentric model. It represents atheism. It represents evolution. It represents an accidental earth. No creator, no direction, no Bible, no commandments, and no sin. You are no longer a child of God and created in His image, like Genesis teaches us. Instead, you are an accidental product of this accident. Your ancestors were rocks and pond scum that learned to crawl. You are nothing but the result of an explosion, mystical gravity, and billions of mutations. In worshiping this image, you can seemingly do whatever you want on this earth because it doesn't matter. This image is the antithesis of God, and it is ubiquitous. Without question, children are brainwashed to revere the globe at the youngest age. But it goes beyond education, as this image is shown in almost every movie, cartoon, video game, and media out there. It is literally everywhere you go, and spread by every mainstream institution. The evil cabal that forces this on us really wants you to believe, love, and worship this image. That was one fact that really bugged me when I began opening my eyes to the deception. Maybe you don't believe me, but having been a flat earther for quite a few years now, I can tell you from personal experience and with many examples that people love the globe more than anything. The globe is intertwined with their identity and faith in pseudoscience. And nothing seems to make one more angry than when you try to separate that person from their globe identity. I also find it interesting that the second commandment says not to make graven images or likenesses of anything that is in the earth beneath. Don't phony dinosaurs represent something similar to the globe? Is that why children are also taught to love dinosaurs and why dinosaurs are shown everywhere? What do you think? Regardless, in my opinion, the globe is the graven image of modern Earth. It is the golden calf. Will you worship at the golden calf's feet, or will you stand against it with all of your heart, might, mind, and strength? Whom will you serve?